Are you looking for a laptop but are overwhelmed by all the options? Maybe you have an idea of what brand you're looking for but don't understand what the specs means. You see Ryzen this, Intel that, like what the hell's going on? Well then, if that's the case, then this video's for you. Step 1, figuring out what your needs are. This is extremely important, as this will determine honestly what you're going to be investing in and what you may need to compromise on, right? So for you, are you looking for a device that is for work or school? You need something that's going to allow you to go up and down and is portable, or maybe you want it for content creation and the size of your storage matters, and maybe the fact that you're going to need a bit more processing power to render information, or maybe you want a gaming device on the go, something that is going to be able to be a kind of a plug and play device where you can take it anywhere you want, plug in your device and be able to play your favorite games. These are extremely important. Another underrated or overlooked reason is ecosystem. Look, you're an iPhone girly. I'm using an iPhone right now. Not an iPhone girly, but you're using an iPhone. Maybe you want better integration to be able to take your content from your phone straight to your laptop and have a device that you can kind of do more with. Then it's gonna obviously be a MacBook, right? But if maybe you're using a Samsung, does it make sense to invest in a MacBook? Maybe you can go get yourself a Windows device, because the integration between Windows and Samsung is actually really, really good. These are things that you need to consider as well. Step number 2, figure out your budget. Guys, we gotta admit this. This is the economy we live in, isn't it? It's a global issue. It's a South African issue. Coin is everything, gents. So, figuring out your budget is going to be extremely important. Are you going for something that's a bit budget friendly, so around 5k? You want something around 10k, 15k? This will drastically determine how much or what you'll be looking at, right? Are you willing to spend a bit extra to get a bit more? What's the max you're willing to spend? What's your preferred amount, and what's the minimum you're looking at? Because sometimes there is something as too cheap or too good of a deal, especially when it comes to laptops. Step number 3 is where to look. The beauty of South Africa is its diversity, right? Not just in its people and culture, but also in the business, in the retail space. There's options top to bottom. You can shop online, you can shop in store, you can buy now, pay later, you can pay on credit, you can pay lay-by, you can pay cash. We have so many options right now, and I think for the consumer, it's really the best time to really always weigh your options, right? But when it comes to where to look, I always recommend start online. Oh man, it's not that scary, it's not that bad. Trust me, it's safer than you think it is. But start online. Have a look at the landscape, see what different retailers are offering. This kind of gives you an idea of what you're actually going to be paying, because you find that at times you'll find that one retailer is selling it for, let's just say, for example, say 5,000. But the other retailer is selling for 4.3, and you figure out why. But you find that, with retail, they buy the thing and then they determine the cost. Maybe they've held onto the product for too long, it's not performing as well in their space, so they're saying to clear stock, they want to reduce the price. There's so many reasons. So allowing yourself to see what the market is demanding is extremely important. When you are going to be going in store, go in store, have a look at the products, see, your cable connections always have things on display, so it gives you an idea of what to look for. Do be careful though, because you would find that the best deals at times will not actually be in store, either because they've sold out obviously, or because they have a product they need to push, right? You especially the ones on promotion, the ones that come with the bags and the this and the that. They seem like a good deal initially, but the actual device you're getting is really affordable by itself. You find that you're paying an additional 1.5 for all the other stuff that you don't really need. And number 2, it's just a bad laptop that's not selling, so they're enticing you to sell or to buy this device because they need to clear it, right? So be careful when you are going in store. Don't just jump on any deal that you see, because that's extremely important as well. Okay, so with that being said, when helping my girl out, this is what we did, right? So step number one, we found what she needed. She needed a productivity device. She was not trying to watch anything, play anything, create anything. She just wanted something that she can open up Microsoft Word, open up Chrome or her web browser, and do what she needs to do. Number two was her budget. Luckily, she has saved a bit of money, so she had about a 10k budget, which from my personal advice, guys, honestly, I know that's a lot, but I really do think that is what you kind of need to save up. Not really so that you buy 10k, like you don't need to spend 10k, but I think it allows you to kind of shop within that range, right? But 10k was like what was her budget. And then lastly was where to shop. Because of her deadlines and the fact that her laptop damn near was dying on her close to deadline, she needed something now, so that kind of ruled out online in some ways, and we had to focus on getting it in a store. So we looked at what's nearby. We had Incredible Connection, we had Game, we had what else? We had Macro, and we had like a fourth store that I won't mention because it's very specific to a province and to a city. We looked around. We went on their online websites. We saw what they had on sale, and what we noticed is that almost all of them, I think all of them, had a deal on ASUS devices, specifically the VivoBook range, and there were different configurations for all, but overall the best deal we actually found was something around 8k for a VivoBook. I can't remember the specs because unfortunately it did sell out, but we did ended up thing. But because we looked around, we did find that Game and some other few stores had some really good deals, and we ended up finding a really good deal for 7.5. And let me take you through what we got, right? So as I mentioned, it was an ASUS VivoBook Go. It was 15.6 inches in terms of size, so a bit on the bigger end. But what it came with was an AMD Ryzen 3 chip, right? You know, again, what she's looking for, that's all she needs, right? It did come with 512 gigabytes of SSD RAM, so she just needed fast RAM to reduce all the loading and all the slowness of the device. And also, she doesn't save much outside of documents. She's not downloading movies, she's not downloading games, so she didn't need a lot of space. And luckily, this is more than enough to last her for years, so that's why we went for that. And then also when it came to RAM, aka memory, she got an 8GB DDR5. Luckily, this was a big upgrade compared to what she had, because her previous device was 4 gigabytes, and that's where you really find that a lot of the older laptops is really the RAM becomes the bottleneck. Well, the RAM and the type of storage, but this was kind of a big upgrade for her. Luckily, she wasn't multitasking a lot, and this really will determine how much multitasking she was doing. But literally all she'll open up is Word and Chrome, and that's literally it. Maybe open up 2 tabs as most. I did figure out, like, I asked her how many tabs she's gonna open. She opens like what she needs, and then maybe like the music app, and that's it. Luckily that worked out for us. And then the last thing it did come up with, which you find a lot of modern day chips come with, is an integrated graphics card. So it's not a dedicated one, it's not like a GPU on the side that's like from Nvidia or from AMD themselves, but it just was something that allowed her to do any graphic intensive task in the future. So this is great for maybe something like someone that maybe for example she loves to post on Instagram, so she would love to maybe take her device, put it on there, blah 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 blah. This will allow her to do a bit of editing on the side, nothing too crazy, nothing too hectic, and it won't there won't be any sort of like bottlenecks, right? But yeah, she won't be used for gaming. If she wanted to game, she could play like Minecraft or like indie titles, and she wouldn't really have that many issues as well. I mean, I think it would be really cool to do some review on this device at a later time when I get the opportunity. So if you really would like to do that, then just give me a like down below, and I'll definitely do that. Just like a little subscribe reaction. But yeah.